Well, hello, everybody. I want to start off this interview today by introducing you to somebody that had a quote that I wanted to mention because I just thought this quote was fascinating and very interesting, and it deserves a little explanation. This quote from Mary, who I'm going to introduce you to here in a little bit, it's in her quote. She says, I feel like my body has been free of being hijacked from the inside. Mary, hi.
I
Explain that to me. That when I read that, I was like, "Oh, that needs some explanation." Tell the world what you meant by that statement.
mainly is I feel so much better now, and I guess I didn't realize. I just felt like because the way my lifestyle was and eating, so forth, that I don't even really know how to explain it.
Well, tell me
Um,
how you felt. Like, how did you feel when you first started? Let's talk about that. Like, how were you feeling just even like a couple months ago?
I'm tired. I had a lot of bloating and heartburn. I had like swelling in the joints, tightening. All of that's just amazingly gone now.
Really?
Yeah, I have no issues. I mean, I can walk for well. Let me back that up a little bit. Before the bone spurs and stuff, it was great. Now it's a little slow, but that's okay. That'll get better soon too.
Yeah.
And I guess I've been really excited because I did not realize until we were talking how much rosacea is related to gut issues. I just
Yeah.
didn't, I had no clue. I mean, it just amazes me.
Yeah. So when you started, you were feeling bloated and not didn't have a lot of energy. You had some skin issues that you were dealing with. And were you diagnosed? Do you have were you diagnosed with diabetes?
Yep, type 2.
Type 2, right? And you were on some medications. I'm gonna show the screen next. I want everybody to see just what you have done in under 3 months. I mean, this has only been by the time people watch this, it'll probably be 3 months. But right now, when we're recording this, it's only been 2.5 months. And look at what you've done, Mary. This is incredible. Your initial goals were to lose weight, get off meds, sleep better, and and be more active. How are those? Have we kind of started to get some progress on those three goals so far?
Absolutely. Yes.
You're down 30 pounds. You're down 16 and a half inches. You're off two medications in 2 months. Your blood sugars were in the high 100s, like 180s, 190s, right? And now they're
Yep.
coming down in the
Yep.
low 100s, right?
Yep. They're
I
about
mean,
110.
I mean, seriously, how do you feel about that?
Awesome. I mean, I'm ecstatic.
That is crazy to me. Like literally crazy. I just am blown away at your success, girl. It's just amazing. How I mean, aren't you just blown away by this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
So
mean, the first time listening to you and you're saying, "Oh, your cravings are going to go away and this and that." And I'm like, "Okay, crazy woman."
is that what you call me as a crazy woman? Were you skeptical? Seriously, were you skeptical?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Why do you think? Why were you so skeptical?
I think it's probably because I have tried so many things for so many years. And yeah, maybe at first it worked, but it just didn't last.
Mm,
So I this has been, I mean, it was a little difficult getting started and getting going and thinking, oh man, I'll never be able to do this and I can't eat this and I can't do that. But it's like it's not about can't anymore. It's just a whole different way of thinking, whole
yeah.
different lifestyle with
Yeah,
better food.
and it's pretty amazing when you start, most of you guys who join, right? You guys are all intelligent. You really are. I attract a lot of really smart women, but I also attract women that have tried so many different things and they're just frustrated and they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. that's who joins, right? Because they're like being told by so many medical professionals and other people what to do, and nothing works, and they're being scammed, and they're being, and so when they join, they're very skeptical. I hear this all the time. And then you start doing the work, and you see improvement pretty quickly, as obviously, you see here from your stats, but you see improvement pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
And then what does that do when you start to feel the benefits of the work that you're doing? What does that do for you?
It motivates me more to keep going and learn more and just grab all that knowledge and run with it.
What has been the number one thing, so in just short time that you've been doing this? What has been the number one thing that has like surprised you or shocked you, just in response to how you're feeling, or what's the results or whatever? What's been the number one thing that you've been shocked about?
I would have to say the hormones. Um, I, I guess I didn't realize how much they regulate your whole body. I mean, to me now looking back, it's like, well, it's common sense, but yet, I don't know, a lot of it is like, really, if I do this, it's really going to change the hormones and make you feel better.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you must just be, wait, I mean, 30 pounds. You're down what? How many sizes? 2?
Mm. Yep. Two.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're sleeping better? Your
Yes.
energy's better?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. So we have a lot of ladies in here who, like you, were skeptical or are skeptical. What would be your message to them, in taking, that step to do something for them? What would be your advice to them?
Go for it. You don't wait any longer. You've already wasted so much time. Go for it. It's so well worth it, and you deserve it. Each one of us really deserves this, and learning so much more about your body than any other crazy fad or diet or anything out there. It's just the your knowledge you teach and is unbelievable. It just puts more things into perspective.
Mm, I like that. I like that. So what are you the most excited about moving forward? Like, what are you excited to have happen for you, for your health?
Getting off the medication and just and the overall feeling of amazing.
Mm.
Um,
Fat
just being,
adapted, right?
yeah, yep.
I mean, you're off 2 medications already. We don't have that many more to go, right? We'll we'll
Yeah,
we'll get you off of them. You know me, I've said this from day one. I'm totally convinced that when you ladies, you take care of you and you make the decision to make yourself a priority, and you do the steps and you do the work, there's just nothing that can stop you from getting to where you want to be,
right,
right?
right.
The last question is, talk a little bit about how the camaraderie and the sisterhood has helped you during this time, or how has it impacted you?
When we first started, I'm not very outgoing when it comes to this type of thing. It was a challenge to be on Zoom call versus a one-on-one. So that was my biggest challenge to get going. And then when I would get on a call, I wouldn't really say a whole lot, and I probably don't do as much as most of them. But the more the others in the group share their information, it makes you want to share your information, and nobody ridicules or puts you down. Or, I mean, every single one of these women are so supportive and helpful because we're all going through our own situations. And so it's been great to listen to the issues they've had and learn. And because maybe I'm not experiencing that right now, but I'll be experiencing it 2 weeks from now or a month from now, or maybe never. But it's just great to hear the
Mhm.
from them too. They're very, very supportive. I cannot believe how calm, relaxed. It's just nobody uptight, none of that. It's just a great place to go and share your feelings and your struggles with the group.
I love that because, again, there's some women in the group who are a little bit more introverted, and that's okay. Obviously, you've proven that you can still get the results, and here's why. Because we learn from each other in the group. So all the women that are going through stuff that may be a little bit more vocal, we learn from each other. We learn from each other because we're all going through the same thing, right? In the group, everybody has the same insecurities, the same issues with food, the same, wanting to learn about food and what to eat. And we all have the same thing we want to learn. And so that's what's so powerful about the academy. And you said it so beautifully. It's like you can show up and you can still be there and you can still learn and you can take it at a pace that feels comfortable for you. And you're just a rock star, girl. I mean, 30 pounds, 20 inches, off 2 medications, your blood sugars were in the high hundreds, now they're in the low, and you're just on your way, girl. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you
very
so
proud
much.
of myself.
You know what? I want you to say that again. You're proud of yourself. Why?
I'm very proud of myself just of taking this step and meeting you and learning so much.
Yeah, and this is how I know you were on fire and wanting to do this because you were the very first one back in August when the academy opened. You were the very first one to sign up. You're the very first one. Did you know that?
I'm ready.
You were the very first one. So I know you were ready. So give a message to these girls that are on the fence in this group and say, hey, do this for you, right?
Yes, absolutely. Do this for you. Jump off that fence and take off running. You will never regret it.
Proud of you, girl. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing.
Thank you.
You're gonna be a huge example for somebody in this group. Thank you.
Thank you.